Well, what's going on, my friends? Million here with you. MILLIAN for millionspeaks.com, your vocal care and maintenance emporium. It's a late night here in Las Vegas. It's early November. Everybody is shutting down for the night. And I'm exhausted. It has been an exhausting period of life. Not only for this past month, but for this last couple years and this past season of life. It has been downright exhausting. I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. And so I wanted to, and considering, I guess, creating some of these maybe late night behind the scenes, building the business sort of vlog videos. I don't know what to call them. Maybe, I don't know, like late night low key vlogs. I don't know. I'm still deciding. We'll figure it out. But I have been trying for several months now to really get this vocal coaching thing that I do off the ground. I'm building a lot of things in the background, which are not done yet, but I do have my book completed and my coaching programs for live Zoom coaching that I do with students. And I've been working with some great people, and I'm really actually very grateful for the business that we've had thus far. But it takes a long time to build. And one of the organizations that I am part of is a group here in Las Vegas called the National Speakers Association, NSA. And when I first heard it, was funny. They're like, "You want to join the NSA?" I'm like, "Do I get to be a spy? Because that's kind of cool." I was like, "No, stupid, not that NSA." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll sign up." The lunches are good, so I like to go. But every once in a while, every month, we'll have our chapter meeting where a room full of how do I put this? People who love attention, like to vie for each other's attention. It's pretty funny. Very nice people, very wonderful, but it's pretty fun to watch, I got to admit. But I've had wonderful connections and wonderful conversations, met some great people, so it's been worth the trouble of signing up for it. But what really kind of got me this past weekend, it was just a few days ago, one of our meetings, I'm watching a lot of the people that are there talking about their successes, and they're talking about, "Oh, I got paid this much money for this keynote speech," or "I got to travel over here and we spent the whole weekend doing speeches and earning money." And I'm like, man, that'd be awesome if I could do that. I just can't right now. It's still building, so I'm just not quite there. And I don't know what the proper term for it is. Do you call that jealousy? Do you call that envy? What do you actually call that? I don't want to, besmirch anybody, their opportunities. I certainly don't want to begrudge them what they've worked for. These people have earned it, so don't get me wrong in that sense. But it's like, I want to do that too, man. And it kind of depresses me a little bit. It makes me kind of feel blah about the whole thing. It's like, man, I should be doing that too. It's been a rough series of months in this past year because my father recently passed away about a month ago from the time of this recording. And that has been just ridiculously difficult to go through. He had been sick for many, many years. And so the last 10 years has been elements of it and just progressively got worse. The last 5 years of it has been pretty rough. The last 2 years has been brutal. This last year has been ridiculous in and of itself. And then this last couple months, just everything was finally hitting. And so it's been a strange period of life. I don't know exactly what happened. And I don't know if you've ever gone through grief, tell me, is this normal? Do you actually just kind of go completely like numb, like apathetic, like you don't care about anything? And it's hard because in my mind, I really do care about building my business, but I'm having trouble caring. I'm having trouble just getting excited. It's like my mind wants to go, but my body's like, nah, not today, man. Sorry, not doing it. And I can't quite figure out why. It's, I'm not like sad, but I guess I'm still grieving in a way. And it's funny because when you go through those things, you never quite know how you're going to react till you're in the situation. And you think, oh, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll say. This is what I'll feel. And then the moment arises and it's like, nah, not even close. And that was kind of what happened to me. It hit me in a completely different way than I'm expecting. Now, my dad was a great guy, accomplished so much in his life. I'm super proud of all the stuff he did. He lived well into his late 80s, so he put in a good life. He ran the race. I'm super proud of him. So it's been a long time of it. So the grieving part of it, it's been grieving for 10 years. So I don't want to say it made it easier, but it just hit in a completely different way. But I'm happy for him. He ran the race really strong. Super proud of the guy. But at the same time in my life, I've had so many other weird things happen, like my business that I normally did before getting into heavily into the vocal coaching was voiceover and audio production. Yeah, I've been replaced by AI. Thank you. Thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you, 11 Labs. Love you guys. And over this last year to 2 year period, my business has been slowly fading and fading and fading. But at the same time, going through the family stuff, it's been really, really hard to build things, even though I knew it was coming. And then now I'm sort of in a huge pinch because the business has faded out. I'm basically unemployed at this point. And even with that, I'm sort of stuck here. I don't know what to do. So I had that going on. Now in everyday life too, I have a young child who is special needs. And I don't know if you're familiar with the term sandwich generation. It's sort of when you have, parents on one side that need care and attention, then you got children on the other side that need care and attention, and you get sandwiched in between them both. And that's a thing that really kind of wears you down a little. That kind of beats up on you, to be very blunt. And I'm just having a hard time. So I'm really trying to build this business. And what I feel like is, I feel like I'm in this room with 4 brick walls in every direction that I go. And I just feel that one of these days, one of these walls are going to give way and break, and then it's going to be, game over. Then we got this. But in the meantime, I'm struggling out here, man. And I'm watching some of these public speakers, and they're like, "Oh yeah, $5,000 gig." I'm like, dude. Oh yeah, I'm only making $10,000 an appearance now. I'm like, seriously, bro? Are you kidding me? Okay. And I got to tell you, it's been hard to watch in a lot of ways. Not that I'm not happy for them, but it's just something I really, really need to work on. So I don't really know where you go from here. I don't really know what to do. I'm not good at this stuff. I'm not really a sales guy. I'm not good at this prospecting, getting the word out. I'm very introverted. Like the whole networking thing. It's an all-day event when you go to these chapter meetings. It starts like 8 a.m. and it goes till about 2 p.m. And by like 8:15, I'm like, all right, man, I'm bored. I got to get out of here. And it's not because I don't like the material or the people. It's just there's, being an introverted kind of guy, I'm in a room full of people. There's so much energy flying around and I'm just like, it's just like pulls the life right out of me. And it's funny because when I get back home after a meeting like that, first thing I do, go right into a dark room, lay down, cover up, get on my tablet, watch some videos quietly, I tell everybody knows. Going for your introvert time? Like, yes, I'll be back. Give me about an hour. I'll be back. Then I got to get a little recharge time in. And for the longest time, nobody understood that, but it's a thing. And so I am really lost. I don't know what to do. I have all these ideas and all these products and things that I'm building, which are wonderful, especially if you're in the vocal training space. And not even for singers, just for public speakers, keynote speakers, teachers. They're a huge thing. Podcasters. Phone professionals, people that talk on the phone all day, that just wears the voice down, And so I have programs to keep everybody healthy with their voice and keep things, smooth and strong. Because I went through a 2-year period where I actually lost my voice to a vocal condition called MTD, which was brutal, man. And I had to get my voice back with a lot of therapy and training and exercises and all these, things that I kind of have pivoted into teaching now as part of my own program for coaching. So it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. It's managing family, managing business, basically being unemployed, and trying to figure out how to do all this is not and being an introvert at the same time. Not to mention, I've sort of kind of hated to mention this in the past because I don't like to give into this stuff, but you reach a point where you have to come to the truth of, the reality of what's happening. For many years, I've had this cervical neck condition. They call it occipital neuralgia, but I think it's just they don't know what else to call it. It's a lot of neck pain, headache. I basically have headaches every day of my life, neck pain, eye pain, that whole thing. And it's debilitating, man. It drains the life out of you as well, makes me very, very tired, fatigue, headache, light sensitive. So got this big old ring light over here. Believe me, it's not doing me any favors at the moment, but we have to push through, which I do basically every day of my life. So managing, being unemployed, the passing of my father, the managing of the family here on the other side, trying to get this business up and running, and dealing with something of a disability. It's wonderful. It's a great mix of stuff. Yeah, all I can do is laugh at this point. So I don't know. Is anybody out there kind of dealing with this too? Are you going through this as well? And it sort of bothers me because when I'm trying to promote this business, I'm trying to, let's say, make phone calls to prospect to people. I'll call party A and they'll say, oh, okay, yeah, I sort of understand what you're doing. You got to contact party B. And then you call party B and they're like, oh, yeah, gotcha. Here, let me put you in touch with party A, and then they'll handle it. And then you keep getting bounced back and forth like a frickin' racquetball. It's like pickleball in my mind, back and forth, getting hit all over the place with their tiny little rackets. Can't get a straight answer from anybody. Or if you do get an answer from somebody, it's like, well, we don't have the funds now. And I'm like, oh, get bent. Yes, you do, you lying turd. And I'll tell you why, because I'm here in Las Vegas, right? Now, Las Vegas has allegedly been hit hard by whatever this economic thing going on is. A couple weeks ago, my son says, hey, Dad, I want to go to the movies with my friends. Can you drive me over? He's 15. So I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I take him over. I get into this parking lot. Now, it's one of the local-based casino resorts that we have here, not the Strip. It was off the Strip. But it's a big one. It's pretty prominent, always busy, right? So I pull up to this thing, get into the parking lot. There's like literally cars in every direction as far as the eye can see. I'm like, okay. So Saturday night, naturally, right? So we pull in there, walk him into the building itself, and that takes you right onto the casino floor. Now I get in there. There's people at every slot machine, these table game. Everybody's there and they're tapping away, spinning the wheels and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, okay. Then I look over this direction. There's the sports book where everybody's betting on sports. They're drinking like crazy. They're eating their nachos and they're throwing money. I guess the World Series was going on at the time and they were just going crazy. And I'm like, okay, number 2. Drop my kid off at the movie theater with his friends, walk around. There's like this big bingo room. There's more old ladies in this room sitting at the table than probably in the entire state of Florida combined. And they're all just with their little daubers and doing their thing. Bingo! Room full of people. Then I look, there's a bar. People are drinking their $9 draft beers one after the other, eating their chips and food. And I'm like, I thought nobody has money for gas and groceries. It's really weird because this is only one building. There's a building full of people throwing money at this stuff left and right. And it's not like it's the greatest food in the world. I mean, everything is kind of crap now. And it just stuns me. They're like, oh, we don't have any money. It's on a tight budget. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure I'm buying this. And I'm not really sure I'm thinking that's the case here. Weird. So I run into that a lot where, oh, we don't have the money. We don't have the funds. Yes, you do. Just tell me flat out we don't want you. That would make me 1,000 times happier. So I'm happy for the people that I know in this association that I'm connected with. I'm very, very happy for their success. It's like, damn, just wish I could have some of that success too right now. I'm desperately in need of a victory. I need a win right now. And unfortunately, it's not coming. So what I want to know is, if you've hung with me thus far, I appreciate you. Thank you. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell, the whole deal. You got something going on too? Can you relate to any of this business-wise, life-wise, grief-wise? You going through something? You kind of get a little anxiety flying up in you? Let me know. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what's going on. And if you like this kind of format, in addition to all the goofy videos that I normally do just to have fun and talk about the vocal coaching in the business, but if you like these kind of more raw, sit down, just kind of hang out and talking videos, definitely let me know and we'll keep it going. And I appreciate you being here. And with that said, make sure you visit my website. It's Million Speaks, MILLIAN, millionspeaks.com. And if you're interested in vocal coaching, keeping your voice nice and healthy and making sure you don't lose your voice like I did under these professional applications, let me help you. Let me show you what to do, and we shall talk more. But in the meantime, thanks for being here. Drop a comment down below, leave a like, all that fancy stuff that everybody says you have to do here on YouTube. I don't know. Nobody follows me anyway, so you can come hang with me. If there's one person that shows up, I'll party with the one that shows up. We'll have a good time. We'll have our fun. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. Million out. Bye-bye.